Hey, how are you all out there? This is Artie Rose coming to you from the GLB network. GLB stands for the greatest of all time league baseball network. And we are here bringing you another episode. This is the second episode of season 4 that we are simulating baseball season of all-time greatest teams of from back in the early 1900s to present day, and we're doing this through Out of the Park Baseball 26 right now. I think pretty soon we're going to wind up getting the newest version, which is Out of the Park Baseball 27, and we'll be taking you to the ball games from that version of the game. Anyway, so episode 2 is going to be playing through the month of May. We have pretty much a full schedule, 156 games, which we played through the month of April, the first 28 games. And let's bring you to the screen and show you where we're at. So this season, we changed up the configuration of the league, made it just one league with no sub leagues, but 4 different divisions or conferences. We have the American Conference, the National Conference, the United Conference, and the Freedom Conference. Each has 8 teams. So in the American Conference, we have the Astros and the Rangers of 2011 tied for the top spot. In the National Conference, we have the Seattle Mariners from 2001 on top by 1 game. In the United Conference, it's the 1939 Yankees on top by 5 games already, which is pretty much how it goes during the regular season with the 1939 Yankees. They seem to run away with the division lead, and then they get to the playoffs and they can only make it through. I don't think I've seen them get into the championship, the final 4. But yeah, they've been eliminated quite early. Then we go to the Freedom Conference, and on top of that is the Montreal Expos from 1994. Got a 1-game lead over the 1984 Detroit Tigers, who are the new addition from the Promotion League, which we're going to show you right here is the Promotion and Relegation League. 28 games in, the 1967 Cardinals are on top, along with the 1995 Braves. So if the season ended today, these 2 teams would be promoted, and the bottom 2 teams from the Major League would be eliminated, demoted. So that is that story. Anyway, getting back to the main league here, let us look at some of the batting leaders. Harvey Keene from the Giants of 1962, who also won the championship in season 3, is the batting leader, bat 420. And he's doing that with 100 at bats, so 42 hits and 100 at bats. Pretty impressive. Home run leader is Boog Powell of the 1969 Orioles with 18 home runs. He also leads with 42 RBIs. Joe Morgan leads the league in stolen bases with 22. Right on his tail is Kenny Lofton from the Cleveland Indians of 1995 with 21. Pitching leaders: Joel Pinheiro from the Seattle Mariners of 2001 with a 2.08 ERA. Marius Russo leads the league in wins with 6. Lefty Grove and Randy Johnson are tied with strikeouts in 64. And Wilsey Moore from the 27 Yankees is the saves leader with 8. So let's go. We are May 1st. Go to the scores. These are the matchups for May 1st. Cleveland Indians in 1954 are struggling there, 8-20. They're playing the Diamondbacks. Cincinnati Reds and the 86 Mets, pretty evenly matched. They're playing a game, or this is Thursday. This might be the last game of a 3-game series. Any other interesting lineups? 1998 Yankees, who are a new addition, along with the Tigers of 84, playing the 95 Indians, who were the American Conference champions last season. Red Sox and Marlins of 1997, the Brooklyn Dodgers of 1955, and the 69 Mets. Montreal Expos and the 27 Yankees. So let's play today. Let's play these games real quick. Okay, Arizona 99 beats the Indians 5-4. Reds and Mets. Reds eke out a win 4-3. 1934 Cardinals and 1931 Athletics. Athletics 10-8. Take it. 1998 Yankees. 2 games under 500 here, and the Indians of 1995 and the Yankees win one. Even though the Indians came back in the bottom of the 9th to try and come back, lose the game 3-2. Boston Red Sox of 2004 and the Marlins. And the Marlins win 2-0. And Willie Hernandez is the player of the game. Gives up maybe 4 hits. Let's look at the box score. Let's see. Livan Hernandez, complete game victory, 4-hit shutout. Impressive game. Dodgers of 55 and the Mets of 1969, and the Mets win 4-1. Montreal Expos on top of the Freedom Conference and the 27 Yankees. And the Expos beat them in Yankee Stadium 8-3. 39 Yankees with the best record in the league, and the Tampa Bay Rays. And the Yankees 17-0. Bill Dickey a home run, Tommy Heinrich a home run, and Charlie Keller a home run for the Yankees. And Monty Pearson, did he go the distance? Let's see. He went in distance, 9 innings pitched, only gave up 3 hits, struck out 8. So I would say that was a pretty good outing from Monty Pearson. 1968 Tigers, and both of these teams are at 500, and 42 Cardinals. Cardinals take it 7-3. Mariners of 2001 and the Kansas City Royals of 1980, and the Royals win 6-5. 93 Blue Jays and 2011 Rangers. And the Blue Jays eke out a win, scoring 2 runs in the 8th and 9th to come back and beat the Rangers in Texas. 1969 Orioles and the 2019 Astros. And the Orioles eke it out 3-2. 77 Phillies and the 2009 Rockies. And the Phillies handily beat them 10-2. The Cubs of 2016 and the Oakland A's of 1971. And the Cubs win 2-0 out in Oakland. Final 2 games, Pirates of 1909 and the champion 1962 Giants. And the Pirates beat them 8-4. And finally, we have the Tigers of 1984 and the 2002 Angels. And this game goes to the Angels 9-3. So that's that. Finished today, and the series all changed. No, this one's still going. Still going. So anyway, going to the standings. I think I just want to play through the rest of this week, and let's get to the following week. So, play of the week. Okay, now we're on Monday, May 5th. Rangers and Astros still tied. Mets take over the lead in the National Conference. 39 Yankees still on top with the best record in the league in the United Conference. And the Expos increased their lead. So I'm going to take a quick break, and then we'll play through another week or two, see if there's any interesting matchups, and take it from there. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back after that short break. And, yep, we're playing through here the month of May. It's Monday, May 5th. So we're going to play through another week and see if anything changes in the standings. There we go. Okay, still the Astros and the Rangers are still tied on top of the American Conference. Mets extend their lead to 4 games over the Indians in the National Conference. 27 Yankees are on top still with the best record in the league. I see, the Cubs over their last 10 have won 8 and lost 2, and they're climbing, and now they're in second place in the United Conference. And the Expos have a 4-game lead over both the Phillies and the Tigers in the Freedom Conference. Now, the interesting thing is that the way the playoffs are structured, it's the top 2 teams in each league. So, and then is 8 wild cards. So let's go to the wild card standings. So, and everything is done by winning percentage. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top teams here are holding either the first or second positions in their division. So, and then that determines where they're seated. So we might see some tiebreakers after the completion. It all goes depending who is playing who according to how they're seated. In the wild card, there's 8. The top 8 teams get in. So right now we have a tie between the 1909 Pirates and the 1968 Tigers. And on top, the Reds and the Cardinals are tied. Look at the Cardinals, 9-1 over their last 10. Impressive. So that's where we stand as far as the seedings. So let's go to the scores. Let's see what the matchups are today on Monday, May 12th. Mets and Red Sox. You got Orioles of 69 and the 2009 Rockies. Rockies doing very well. 21-17. 1984 Tigers have been struggling. They fall to 18-20, and they're playing the Cubs. 2011 Rangers on top, tied for the lead in the American Conference, playing the Mariners. 1927 Yankees and the 1909 Pirates. 1998 Yankees and the Philadelphia Athletics. 62 Dodgers and 62 Giants and 55 Dodgers. Arizona Diamondbacks and the 1977 Phillies. I had a request for a Phillies game to be broadcast, so we'll see if we could do that. Cleveland Indians and the Mets. Montreal Expos and the Indians of 1954. 42 Cardinals, they've won 9 in a row, and the Marlins of 1997. That's a pretty good matchup. 68 Tigers and the Athletics of 1971. 1939 Yankees and the Reds of 1975. Houston Astros, Kansas City Royals. Oh, let's see what happens when we hit this. Autoplay all the games from today. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Performances of the day: Albert Bell, Chris Bryant, and Kevin Appier. Best pitching performance for today. A 3-hit complete game shutout against the 1993 Blue Jays, 16-0. Albert Bell wrapped 2 home runs, had 4 RBIs, scored 3 runs in an 8-2 win over the 1969 New York Mets. See if there were any walk-offs. Oh, Orioles did walk off their win against the Orioles. The Orioles walk-off win against the Rockies. So some interesting games there. Let's play another week. I think I'm going to bring up the wild cards and let's play another week and see what happens. Okay, another week is in. Now it's Monday, May 19th. 45 games into the season. Yankees are still on top with the best record in the league, 31-14, followed by both the Rangers and the Astros of 2019, both sitting at 30-15. New York Mets of 1986 are right behind everybody, 29-16. Expos of 1994, followed by the Tigers of 1968 and the Cubs of 2016. Tigers now with a 5-game winning streak. And then the other wild cards after the 8 top seed leaders goes Cincinnati Reds on top by 4 games. Right behind them you have the Cardinals of 1942 and the Marlins of 1997, followed by the Yankees of 1927, the Rockies of 2009, the Orioles of 1969, and the Indians of 1995, and then tied for the last spot, 1909, Pirates and 1998 Yankees. Yankees of 1998, 4-game winning streak. 2 teams that are in the last place and would be relegated are the 1931 Athletics and the 2002 Angels. Let's go over to the other league and see who would be promoted right now. 1904 Giants won 9 in the last 10 and on a 4-game winning streak are on top. They got relegated last season and are battling their way back in to get into the league again. And the 1995 Braves are 3 games out and right behind them. So this is only a 100-game season. So that's interesting to watch as well. Okay, back to the main season. Let's play another week. And it'll bring us to the following Monday. Now it's Monday, May 26th. And this is 51 games in. Almost a third of the way through the season. The Astros have taken sole possession of the top spot in the American Conference. Mets go up by 2 games now. Yankees 10-game lead in their conference. Expos have a 7-game lead over the Phillies of 1977. Lou Gehrig has emerged as the home run leader here, 24 home runs in the first 52 games. Albert Bell and Willie McCovey tied for second with 23. Boo Powell still leads the league in RBIs. Tim McCarver, Harvey Keene, and Larry Herndon all share the top spot for the batting leader with a 350 average. So that is that. Let's go to the wild cards. So I believe the first top four teams. So why are the Astros? Oh, they're in second place. And they're 3 games out. So this is American Conference. This is the other conference. These guys are leading their conference, and these guys are leading their conference. So the Astros are 3 games behind the Rangers. Mets, Yankees are in second place in their conference. And Athletics and the Phillies are tied. That's interesting. So let's see. Athletics are behind. Yeah, this is interesting. A lot of teams falling below 500 because the competition is so stiff. It really is. Let's see how many more days we have left in the season. I mean, in the month. Let's just look. So we are here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more games to finish out the month of May. 2 3-game series. So let's take a quick break and then we'll run through, see what the matchups are, see if there's any games we can bring you before we end this episode too. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, we are back, and we're going to go back to the game screen, and we're going to go through There's 6 games remaining here in May. And let's just autoplay today. And let's see if we get any interesting. A walk-off win for the Cincinnati Reds over the 54 Indians. 54 Indians struggling 21-10. See what else we got. Looking for interesting. Walk-off win for the Montreal Expos against the Mariners of 2001. The Expos are on top of their division. Brooklyn Dodgers came back in the top of the ninth to beat the Detroit Tigers of 1984. That might be interesting to look at. Walk-off win for the lowly Philadelphia Athletics, scoring 5 runs in the bottom of the ninth to beat the 1942. I'm sorry. They lost 18-12. I gotta learn how to read. Cubs beat the 68 Tigers in 10 innings, scoring 2 in the bottom of the 10th. Rockies beat the Giants of 1962 in 10 innings. That's an interesting one. There's a walk-off for that. That's Monday. Should we look at that highlight reel? 8-7. Let's just finish today, go to the next day. Let's just do that. Autoplay these games for today. Boom. There you go. Rockies, they lose. Okay. The Athletics, again, come back in the bottom of the 10th and beat the Cardinals of 1942. Another wild ball game here between the Dodgers of 55 and the Tigers of 1984. Goes to 10 innings. Brooklyn scores 4 runs in the top of the 10th. And the Tigers score 2 runs in the bottom of the 10th, but lose the game 7-5. Interesting game here. 54 Indians come back with 2 in top of the ninth. No, they beat them 7-1, so there was nothing close there. Nothing close. Mariners come back in this game in the top of the 10th with 2 to beat the Expos, who beat them the game before. $18-3, 7-0. Okay. Wednesday, May 28th. Autoplay these games. Boom. There you go. Giants and Rockies. Rockies winning, beating the Giants of 1962, 5-4 in the bottom of the 10th. So what's up with the Rockies? Just going through these games. 15-6. 95 Indians. Okay, going to Thursday, May 29th. Autoplay these games. And let's see. 7-3 Phillies over the Orioles. 95 Indians beat the Yankees 1927. Now you got the Dodgers playing the Expos. This is the second series, the second 3-game series. These matchups will be to the end of the month. Colorado Rockies and the Rangers. The Rockies lose to the Rangers. Rangers are doing great, 39-16 on the year. Okay. Finish today. Go to Friday, May 30th. Autoplay the games. And Orioles beat the Phillies in 1977, 6-4. The Phillies fall to 28-28. Brooklyn Dodgers score 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th to pull ahead and beat the Expos 7-6. Six nothing. The Tigers of 1968 over the Blue Jays. Ooh, top of the ninth. No, they almost came back. They lost. These guys lost. Yeah. This would be the most interesting game right here of 1955 Dodgers and the Montreal Expos. 5 runs in the top of the 8th to come back and win. Let's watch that. So we're in Eppett's Field. I'm sure Eppett's Field didn't look like this in 1955, but that's okay. We like the graphics. We got Sandy Koufax on the mound for the Dodgers. Koufax is 19 years old at this point in his career. It was his rookie year, I would imagine. On the season, he's 1-2. He's got an 8.68 ERA, so not a great start for Sandy Koufax. So let's just go through this. It's going to bring us as a double down the line. This is the first inning. Okay, now it's Montreal 3 and Brooklyn nothing. Moises Alou, is up against Koufax in the top of the third with 2 outs. Koufax, the pitch, nobody's on. There's a long blast into left center field and over the wall. A home run for Moises Alou. Moises Alou just hit his 12th home run of the season. Now we're in the top of the 5th. It's 4-0 Montreal. Koufax is still on the mound. And Moises Alou has already got a home run. is up. Here's the pitch. And this time, a long drive to right center field and gone for his 13th home run of the year, Moises Alou of the Montreal Expos. Makes the score, I guess, 5-0 now. Bottom of the fifth, Pee Wee Reese against Gil Heredia. Heredia is 6-4 on the year. That's a walk. Now we have bottom of the fifth, nobody out. Sandy Aramos is up with Campanella on second and Pee Wee Reese on first. And here's the pitch. Amorose, a ground ball, and a runner's advance. It's first and third now. They score a run in that fifth inning. So now we go to the sixth. I think it is the eighth that we need to see because there's a 5-run rally. There's a fly ball way back and gone. For Will Cordero, solo home run. Makes the score 6-1. Will Cordero, that was his 7th home run of the year. Now here we are, bottom of the eighth. It's 6-2. 6-2. Gil Hodges is up with Duke Snyder on second. Walter Morwin on first, nobody out against Brian Looney for the Expos. Pitch to Hodges. Fly ball going back is the center fielder. He takes it and drops it. So, drops that ball. So now the bases are loaded for Roy Campanella with nobody out. Ray Looney, left-hander against Roy Campanella. The pitch. Fly ball going back, left field and over the wall for a grand slam home run for Roy Campanella. And that ties the game at 6. So a clutch grand slam by Roy Campanella here in the bottom of the eighth. For Campanella, his 10th home run of the year. So the score is tied now. Pee Wee Reese comes up, nobody out, against Dennis Boucher. Boucher is taking over for the previous pitcher. Pee Wee Reese, ground ball, diving stop, and thrown away by the third baseman, and Reese is on. Carl Furillo comes up, nobody out, man on first. Bottom of the eighth, tie score 6-6 here in Ebbets Field, Brooklyn. The pitch, fly ball, and it's caught by the center fielder, and that's the first out. Pee Wee Reese is on third now with 1 out, and Frank Kellert, the DH. Kellert is batting .154. Will he be the unsung hero here? Let's find out. The pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball. Is it deep enough? Runner's tagging. He's going. Here's the throw. He is in there. So sacrifice fly scores Pee Wee Reese, and the Brooklyn Dodgers go ahead here 7-6 in the bottom of the eighth. Top of the ninth, Don Bissett takes over to finish off the game on the mound. He's facing Lou Frazier. Frazier is batting .293. Pitch, and it's a walk. Nobody out. Frazier on force. There is Larry Walker. He's batting .298 with 11 home runs. Pitch, another walk. 2 walks. The tying run is on second for the Expos. Nobody out. Matty Alou. Alou's got 2 home runs in the game. Pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there. Big strikeout for the Dodgers. 1 out, and Randy Milligan, the first baseman, is up. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. Sean Berry comes up. 2 men on, 2 men out, top of the ninth. Dodgers leading 7-6. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. This will do it. And yes, the Brooklyn Dodgers have come back to win this game 7-6 with a 5-run rally sparked by the grand slam by Roy Campanella. So this was quite a game. The Dodgers have been struggling. They're 25-31 with this win, and they were playing the Expos, who were leading their division at 34-22. So that is interesting stuff. Finished today, Saturday, May 31st. Let it finish today. And that is it for May. So we go into May, 57 games into the season. And Texas Rangers on top of their division, followed by the Houston Astros. The Mets and the Indians and the Yankees of 1998 are all tied in the National Conference. The Mets have lost 9 in a row. The 39 Yankees don't have the best record anymore, but they still lead in the United Conference over the A's. And the Montreal Expos are comfortably in first in the Freedom Conference. Looking at the wild cards. So, yes, the Rangers on top, the Yankees right behind them. And then the Astros, the number 3 seed. And then the Expos, followed by the Mets and the Indians of 1995, and the Oakland A's, followed by the Philadelphia Phillies of 1977. 1909 Pirates are competing to get in. They've won 6 of their last 10, although they lost their last 3. Royals and the Brooklyn Dodgers have both won 6 in a row. They're trying to get back in it. Right now, they're 3 games off the pace to be in the final 8 wild card teams. So some very interesting stuff. Going to bring this one to a close. So episode 2 is over. We've completed the month of May. We're 57 games into the season, 156 game season, and the races are starting to shape up. Of course, it gets more interesting as we get closer to the close of the season, and of course, then we have the big tournament, the 3-round tournament with the best 16 teams out of 32. So we will end this one here, and we'll come back with episode 3, which will cover the month of June. And I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you on the next one.